Welcome back to Yang Daily. I'll be your host, Alex Cheney, bringing you all the Yang news you need to live your life right. Pretty quick one today, fairly typical Sunday, but some exciting news for the Yang Gang. Shout out to our Tier 3 patrons, Peter Park and Shay Meehan, as well as all our other patrons. Thank you for stepping up. Following some polling on his behalf in New York City, Yang recently remarked to reporters that he would likely make the decision on whether or not to run for mayor in, quote, the next number of weeks, end quote. Granted, that's vague enough to mean anything, but suggests less than a month to me. He may well be waiting to see if Biden offers him a cabinet position. His opponents in the media are clearly anticipating that he may run because the slander has already begun. All the old tropes are being rehashed, that he's a rich tech bro, that his supporters are all online, young, white, aggrieved males, that he's racist, that the UBI is a Trojan horse, even truly bizarre ones like implying he would be a puppet for the police unions. Matt has been fully occupied with trying to stem the tide of misinformation, even launching hashtag #LearnAboutYang a few days back. So why all the attacks? One, because these people are blights on democracy, and two, because the polls show that he's already winning. That poll of 1,000 Democratic voters conducted by Slingshot Strategies last week found Andrew leading the field at 20%, with Democratic primary competitors Adams, Stringer, Quinn, Wiley, and Rose at 14, 11, 7, 7, and 6, respectively. He also won the ranked choice poll with the most first and second choice votes. Yet the articles still frame it as Yang causing a complication in the two-man race between Stringer and Adams. Yeah, I'd say it's going to complicate the hell out of that two-man race when the third guy wins it. This is just further evidence that Yang's approval among the entire American populace is skyrocketing. The CDC and FDA have both finished their final review of the Pfizer vaccine and have both approved it for emergency use. Distribution has begun, starting with New York City and expanding around the country. Moderna's vaccine will see a similar decision this week. 9 people have been reported injured in an outbreak of violence between Trump supporters and BLM protesters in D.C. 4 suffered severe stab wounds. Political polarization will continue to drive mutual dehumanization, disconnection from reality, and more violence if we do not make progress on de-radicalization measures. Newt Gingrich, mastermind that he is, came right out and endorsed voter suppression on Twitter on behalf of the Republican Party, no less, saying, quote, "Why is Georgia Secretary of State Raffensperger working so hard to add drop boxes and take other steps to make it harder for Republicans to win?" End quote. Well, Newt, making sure people can vote is his job, not being a puppet for a political party. You could learn a thing or two from him, like how to be a public servant rather than a seditious cultist. Not going to hold my breath, though. Amir Faroqi, Shirley Franklin, and Yang will be having a discussion on economic security, voting, and guaranteed income live from the Old Fourth Ward in Georgia this Wednesday, December 16th at 3 p.m. Eastern, I assume. RSVP at the link below. In case there was any doubt, Reverend Warnock has flatly said that he would vote for direct stimulus checks in office. That's what the people want to hear. Huamnity Forward is hosting weekly hour-and-a-half-long online letter-writing parties to help flip Georgia. It includes games, prizes, and this week, Reverend Wendy. There's one going on right now. Join up at the link below. The parties start at 5:30 Eastern every Monday. A new petition is up for ranked choice voting in New Hampshire. If you're in the state, definitely take 30 seconds to follow the link below and add your name. If you're out of state, it appears you can still endorse the measure. I put in a Washington address and it went through. RCV is one of the most important planks in democracy reform and de-radicalization of America, so please do all that you can to support it. Finally, Huamnity Forward has launched the 12 Days of Humanity, a series of acts to help our communities and ourselves. Day 1 was Saturday, and the task was to get takeout from a local restaurant and leave a tip and positive review. Sundays was to split a donation between Huamnity Forward, the UFW Foundation, and domestic workers, and or promote your favorite freelance creatives with the hashtag 12 Days of Humanity. It's not too late to catch up. And that'll do it for today's Yang Daily. Bookmark and share the New York mayor poll, join the letter writing parties and 12 days events, sign the RCV petition. Don't forget to put in your half hour a day of phone banking or text banking to support the efforts in Georgia. If you need help, consult Humanity Forward, the Income Movement Aid Database, the Mission Asset Fund, or United Way. And don't forget to Yang Daily.